Okay, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, it's looping. Oh god. Oh, it's already falling apart. It's okay though. Everybody, it's okay. For those at home, it's okay. Kathleen, can you hear me? Please.
Right?
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I just want to make sure that everybody is reassured that this is intentional what we're about to do right now. That this is well, it's a matter of circumstance in a way, but at the same time, I mean, before we even went live, I was already having a good time. I don't want to speak on Kathleen's behalf for this. Maybe she hated the experience. Maybe she enjoyed it. Either way, we've got a heck
still
of a.
here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. That's what matters. That's what matters. Welcome everybody to Friday Night Paper Fight over here at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun. You may have heard that there was some scheduled Gladiator on MTG Arena. And, oh no, not the sub alert. Oh no. You may have heard that there was some scheduled Gladiator on MTG Arena. And that was true. That was absolutely true. Not a bit of that was a lie until Arena said, I've had it up to here with you. And by you,
I think
yeah.
I think I would describe it as Arena's had some oopsie boingos today.
Some
Arena is
oopsie boingos. I appreciate that. I've never heard anything worded like that, and you know what? I'm very much here for that. You mind if I use that?
please, and spread it far and wide. And I think anybody who's a parent will be like, oh, yeah, that's what you say when you're really trying not to swear loudly in front of a child because you haven't given up yet. But you got to say something, and you end up screaming "oopsie boingo."
So totally unrelated. You're not supposed to swear loudly in front of children. Okay. It was opposite. It was opposite day when I was told. And anyway, either way, there was an oopsie boingo, not to be confused with an oingo boingo. Something capitalism. And Magic Arena was not an option. And Gladiator is a format that really thrives on Magic Arena. And so we were stuck in a position of what are we going to do? So the most logical answer to that is to do to host Friday Night Paper Fight over here on, let me bring it up for everybody at home. Ooh, Magic the Gathering Online PC Edition. And of course, we are going to play some Vintage Cube. And Kathleen, I gotta ask, what are you hoping to get from this, and what are we looking? How do we make the most out of? I mean, this is going to be a great show. I want to be clear, but what's your relationship with Vintage Cube, if I may?
My relationship with Vintage Cube is, I was actually kind of hyped to be on stream tonight because I just got my hair cut.
Ooh.
It's going to show off a nice thing. It's been about 5 months.
Ooh.
And I was like looking forward to seeing everybody, and it was just like, oh, but now, that's not happening. But at the same time, Vintage Cube, because it is all about, discovering these ridiculous interactions to dirt out your opponent, I feel like shares some good DNA with Gladiator, right?
Yes. Yeah, there's certainly a lot. I feel like singleton formats in general, be it your Canlanders, be it your Gladiators, it taps into that cube mentality. We tend to call it cube constructed a lot. And so it's truly an extension of the form. At least that's a series of words my brain told me to say to come up with a good explanation. Another series of words that my brain is telling me to say, also the person in my ear, which makes, I hear Paul's voice, but he's not actually here tonight, so I need to get that checked out, is that we couldn't do this. We couldn't do the highly anticipated Wheeler and Kathleen Vintage Cube Draft on Magic the Gathering Online PC Edition without the folks at home through patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Because of your support, we are able to, play this. And of course, Friday Night Paper Fight is sponsored by the fine folks over at Card Kingdom. CardKingdom.com. They got cards. They're a kingdom. You can pre-order Time Spiraled Remastered stuff. And when you pick up stuff, if you use promo code... God, please help me. My brain's going to say my...
LRR.
Oh, if you use promo code LRR and ask for button please, you will receive a button if in stock. And I believe the current button in rotation is a series of arena emotes and then mute overlaid on top.
Yeah.
Now,
it's like a real life version of what you immediately do.
Exactly. And here's this, this is the thing. I pitched a Magic Online emote for muting chat, which is literally you just close it. There's not even any chance for communication outside of tapping and untapping a permanent repeatedly. And that doesn't have the same effect. So it didn't work out, but the Card Kingdom button for that, it's great. Speaking of great, get ready to grate your teeth against one another because we're about to jump into a draft. Kathleen, you can see my screen. The folks at home, you can see the screen. For those of you not entirely familiar with Vintage Cube, and yes, I am using real event tickets for this, please don't judge me. I've lost quite a bit, and I don't have play points anymore. So that's my relationship with Vintage Cube. Is I tend to die and lose to a little magic card called Channel, which, if people aren't familiar with it, it could be because it's banned in basically everything, much like a lot of the cards in this cube. Well, I think we're off to a great start. I mean, as far as reasonable starts can go. We have, not to put you in a position, Kathleen, where it would be overwhelming, because there are probably a bunch of cards in here.
What's my pick here?
Well, there's a Black Lotus up top.
I feel like anything with I feel like all of the cards in this pack are gonna be like bombs, right? That's the point. So why not just pick the bomb that lets you cast other bombs faster?
Exactly. I like your moxie. I like where we're going with this. There in the cube, there's a lot of stuff that you can also just kind of not ignore, but you really don't need to look at it. This pack is kind of an exception because everything here is pretty good. Like the worst cards in this pack are the ones that you have like cube boomers that will just pick every single time anyways. So it all works out. We will get to some stinkers though, which hopefully we can ignore, but we could also just, take, we could just only take good cards, which is it's a strategy I'm not super familiar with, but,
that's what I try to do in every draft and I never do it. So
we could use it for,
it breaks down.
Yeah, we could. This pack has some pretty good cards. We didn't get to cover all the ones back in the other pack, but that's because, there was Black Lotus. There's Urza. This guy's extremely messed up just in general and uses artifacts. There is Young Pyromancer. This is the little
Peasy.
scamp. We got some Peasy. We could take Urza.
Which you just take the land?
You can take lands. Taking lands is real good. Typically, I think you want to get like blue X lands or so. So I'd say we take Urza here and then kind of look for, I'm going to make sure that it's clicked on there, and then try to make sure that we can, cast our stuff. Like, oh God. One thing to note too about the Vintage Cube is that, and Cube in general, is that like, just because this guy mentions artifacts twice, that doesn't matter. This card's messed up enough that we'll just play this on turn one anyways. So we got a series of big idiots. What do you? Any of them
I love
catch
big
your
idiots.
eye?
Well, I feel like we've got Consecrated Sphinx sort of already in blue. I mean, that seems fine. Massacre Worm's kind of hard to cast, but is good. I don't know.
I like
Liliana.
I like Lily. We could take Lily. I like Lily. I like Sphinx. You
I
want
don't like playing red, to be honest.
Oh, well, red's not here. So you thinking Lily or Sphinx?
I don't care. Whatever you think is better.
I'm gonna take the big Sphinx just to keep us on one color, and hopefully the Liliana is gonna wheel. That's
Oh, really?
Wow. Well, the thing about the 5 mana like planeswalkers is that, especially one like Liliana, is that pack had a lot of good stuff. And if somebody's taking a scary large black card, they're probably taking Massacre Worm.
Right.
But speaking of, I mean, we got an elf. That's actually, I don't know why I said speaking of. We got this elf. we got a Bolus's Citadel.
I do like blue-green as a combination.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Like, whatever you think is best. No, stop that. Don't. Do you know what actually gives me anxiety more than anything in the world is like being the person who has to make a small decision.
Oh yeah.
It's like, where should we go for lunch? It's like my heart races. It's like, no, I can't handle it. So what do you think?
Kathleen, well,
teach me.
Well, here's the thing: is that I'm also the person that I hate those small things because I don't have time to worry about those small things. I'm too between ADHD and just being constantly busy is that I'm usually just, hey, okay, everybody, shut up. Let's do this. This works for everyone. It's just so coincidentally that everything has worked out so far. Because I agreed. I like the Sphinx. I like the Elf. I think that's a good heads up thing to do. And for here, like I mean, we can take this Time Spiral, draws a bunch of cards, but it's a little down the line. Volcanic Island, like you mentioned, taking mana. Volcanic Island's the best land. It's one of the best lands, I guess, in the cube. I don't want to say best land. You're good. Anytime you make any kind of declarative statement about cube, outside of like Black Lotus is a good card, you're going to get at least 5 people being like, well, actually, if you really consider blah, 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 and then it just all falls apart. But yeah, Volc Island, pretty messed up card. Even if we don't end up playing that much red, it's pretty good. Ooh. We got a Tezzeret. That's a blue card that does artifact things and big ramp things usually. We got this Lion's Eye Diamond.
That's an artifact. That seems important.
Yeah. It's kind of just the worst version of Black Lotus. I don't know if we should... I mean, we could try to force Storm. But, I mean, we could do that with Tezzeret. Yes, exactly. Tezzeret untaps Black Lotus. It's the perfect plan. It keeps us on one color. Well, not one color. It keeps us mostly in a color. Ooh. Monastery Mentor. So this card is kind of broken. Really, I mean, it's not as bonkers in half and cube. But it is still pretty disgusting. Thragtusk is kind of nice because it's large. It's large, and dare I say it's even in charge. We don't really have any.
At least a middle manager.
Yeah, exactly. I think I like the Thragtusk because I mean we don't have any. I mean the white cards that we've been passing are kind of whatever, but like Thragtusk is also just a big thick that can just hit the table pretty early. Ooh, Gilded Lotus. So signets are really good, unless they're really bad. Thank you, everybody. So Lesnia's Signet's just kind of not the greatest out of all the signets. Gilded Lotus, I love me some big mana.
That's also an artifact.
Yeah. So I think we're taking Gilded Lotus. I mean, there's the Krasis and Factor Fiction, but like
I feel like Krasis, would that come around maybe?
It could. It's just one of those cards where it's like you kind of really want it or you don't. And if you don't want it, you're probably not gonna. It's probably just gonna sit around. Ooh, we could take Sophie. Swords are like really overvalued in cube, but Sword of Fire and Ice is a pretty good card. We could take the Copter, but I think I kind of like Sword here. Kind of like Sword more than the Scoots. Oh no. This is a...
Oh, there's...
Well, ooh. No, wait, that's 2 colors we don't have. We could take Showdown out of the Scalds, though. But I think probably Flame Slash is just kind of a cleaner... We technically have a blue-red land here. And, like...
Sure.
Yeah, you kind of need stuff to not die. All right, well, it's all falling apart now.
Uh-oh.
I'm probably I'm probably in the mood for a Bayou. Krark has betrayed me, and my friendship with Krark is over. Now Bayou is best friend. Now the 2 colors we don't exactly have, but that's okay. We'll get there. Bolus's Citadel, eh?
Suddenly
Okay.
that Bayou's looking better.
Yeah.
It's like I assume this format's a 5-color fuck around.
Oh yeah. You can really get nasty with some really gross stuff. Honestly, like the worse your deck looks, the higher your chance of winning is what I've seen. I guess I'll take a Desperate Ritual just in case. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, now I'm not saying, look, I didn't plan for these Storm cards to wheel, but they did. Oh, hello there. Let me see if I can increase the size of some of these cards. Ooh. Oh, hello there. So there's an Oko.
How good is Oko in Vintage Cube?
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's one of those cards that is how do I put it? One of the best cards of all time. And the fact that it's just like, because you genuinely have people just playing a bunch of donkeys. Oko says, I don't want a donkey. I want elk. And so, and as everybody knows, elks are smaller than donkeys. So basically, you just get to, like, anytime someone has, like, a consecrated Sphinx or whatever, you can just play Oko and make their Sphinx extremely depressed. And, well, I guess it's an elk, so maybe it's not. But, yeah, this Oko also makes artifacts. Ends up being in our colors, kinda. That's a dangerous statement to make because when you're in every color, everything's in your colors. Ooh.
So Questing Beast is okay. So I've seen this in Standard.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Usually just kill it.
Yeah, it's extremely gross. It's one of those cards where, like, we can wheel this absolutely this early on. Like, I would gladly take a Questing Beast because Black Lotus plus Questing Beast. That's really gross. That's extremely gross. There's this Tolarian Academy over here. This card's kind of broken. But honestly, I kind of want Izzet Signet. I bet we can wheel this Academy. We can wheel this. We can wheel this Academy. I'm taking this Izzet Signet.
People are saying, what about the Gear Hulk? It's like, do we have that many? Do we have, like, any targets for that right now?
Nothing. No, we have 0 targets right now, and also Gear Hulk is something that could absolutely wheel. We have Academy. We have Urza take Academy. I'm not going to take Academy because Academy is the greedy pick. Academy is a card that you need other cards. Obviously, it's absurd. Look, I've tapped an Academy once or twice, but Izzet Signet's the best Signet in the cube. It is going to always be good, and we're going to win more games by having Izzet Signet in our deck than if we have Upheaval. Speaking of, though, there's this Upheaval.
I got to interrupt you.
Yes.
Apparently, I sound very quiet and very bad. Graham has come in and asked me to bother you about it on stream.
Sound very quiet and very bad. Uh-oh. Well,
Yes.
I could try that. Let me see what I can do. I got you at 0 for that. No, that's fine.
Robody, apparently.
Robody, that's not good. Okay, how about now?
La la. Well, hello and welcome to the Kathleen is audio testing show. It's the song I sing this one time and never again. So don't get your hopes up. Hello. No change. No difference.
No change, no
I have my
difference.
for my I have my microphone literally like planted like I'm an inch away from it, and I've turned it up. Um, sorry, 1 second. Graham's coming here, so I'll mute.
Sure. Well, while we try to figure out that, I took a Mox Diamond. For those not familiar with Mox Diamond is a pretty good magic card. It's a 0-mana artifact that you're going to pitch something, and then you're going to get free mana. And it's going to be an artifact, which means that if we do any kind of Urza or Tezzeret stuff, hey, that's pretty cool and good. And if we cast any spells, well, that's also pretty cool and good. Kind of want to take this Welder. This pack's nothing special. Mana Flare is greed. All these cards are kind of bad. These are all cards that I want to see wheeled when there's 5 cards left in the pack. Ooh. Walking Ballista, eh? That is an artifact. It's a pretty good top end card. Bloodbraid Elf into Black Lotus. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. The Academy Wheels. I mean, I don't know if we're going to exactly be a Winter Orb deck. It does work with Urza. But like, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 cards left in this pack. We take this, there's 9. We're going to get 2 out of these. The last 2 cards are going to be probably Rakdos Return and Winter Orb. Could be makeshift that. Bliss is just a better card to deal with the white decks, to deal with other blue decks. And if it wheels, it wheels. Or sorry, if whatchamacallit Winter Orb wheels. It does combo with Urza, but I mean, everything combos with Urza. Urza is Tolarian Academy. Ooh, the juice.
That's true.
Goose.
Hold on. Do I sound different now? I'm trying to find a place to cut in.
Oh, you could just always tell me to shut up. That's honestly the best way to do it.
You sound the same. I'm gonna try completely quitting Discord and restarting it.
Okie dokie.
Be back soon.
Okay. I'm gonna take this Juice Goose. Recruiter for Urza? Chad, ignore Urza. Urza's a bum. Have you seen this guy? Do you know what he did? He's a real dickhead. He's a real dickhead. This Goose, however. Mind's Desire, eh? Well, this pack doesn't really do anything for us. Power Goose. He's a dickhead that gets things done. Yeah. Well. Yeah. You there, Bolus the Citadel. Get out of here. Really not excited by anything in this pack. I guess Beautiful, it's kind of neat. Mind's Desire if we cheese. I'm going to take Mind's Desire. I'm going to take Mind's Desire because if we end up doing something with, with Bolus the Citadel, I'm going to want the Desire. Okay. This is our pack. Tireless Trackers in our colors provides value. We could take Vendilion Clique, but Tracker makes artifacts. Clique's really good. Clique is absolutely really good. There's not a lot in people in blue for that, but Tracker's going to do, especially because we have like quick mana, right? We have mana accelerants, meaning that we're going to get Tracker. We're going to get a free clue off of Tracker more reliably, which is nice.
Regardless of how good Clique is or not, how good do I sound right now?
I mean, you sound good to me. You sound louder as well. The volume says it's louder, and chat says much better.
Oh, good. All right. So it turns out I'm using Graham's computer, and he still had Audacity open. Hey, Questing Beast wheel, just like you said.
Oh.
Academy was next pack, wasn't it? Aw.
Yeah. Academy, I've lost more tickets with Academy than I've made. Actually, that's not true. How do we edit something while live?
Scoos?
Yeah, we could scoos.
Just for curve?
Yes. Scoos is also just very good. It's annoying. I'm going to take Tangle Wire because it's an artifact that's cheap, that if we're ahead, it's a real pisser. Swords Wield? Oh, God. This pack is bad. Although there's a Sphinx.
What is Shambling Well?
A Shambles?
Oh, we can't activate it though. It's just a terrible land.
Yeah, it's unfortunately in the 2 colors we're not in. Ooh, okay. Well, the Winter Orb didn't wheel, but I'll take an Academy Runes. We got a Ballista. This deck's looking pretty good. Oh, we got a Mox Emerald. Would you look at that?
Perfect.
You thought, chat. You thought. Yeah, Mox Emerald. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm taking. You're taking basically every Mox. You're not necessarily taking a Mox over everything else, I guess. But you got a Mox, you take a Mox. Even if it's Mox Pearl or Mox Ruby can be pretty good. I don't know. I'll take Mox Emerald. There's some good stuff in this pack too. Like, we take a Flooded Strand, we take a Misty, we take a Duretti, a Phantasmal Even, Arbor Elf, dare I say a Repeal? Ooh. Yeah, this pack's good. Oh.
Oh, wow.
This pack's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
This pack is like wholesome good. Like you're never really upset with any, like it's hard to get too tilted out about, well, that's not true. There's Batterskull and I guess Mishra's Workshop, but Workshop is this card is a trap. It's a finely laid trap. It's like a one of those like things that they use to hunt. I don't want to say rabbits. That'll make me sad. You get what I mean. This card, this dangerous game is what this card is.
It's for people who are running more artifacts than we are. What are you gonna do? Ramp into your ramp spells? And
then like the best part about a lot of these artifact cards in the artifact decks, a snare, thank you, is that it's not necessarily the artifacts that you're playing. All the artifacts are like kind of interchangeable, and like that card gets a lot of its value based off of density of like drawing your workshop every single time. And as someone that has their workshop every single time, yeah. Ooh. Now this one's a bit of a tricky one. There's gold. Oh, not you. This dragon's gonna wheel. Also, it's a lot cuter than I thought, but it makes treasure tokens, and that's pretty good because those are artifacts. Coalition Relic is super underrated and absolute slam dunk of a Magic card. People want Golos, but what are we Golosing for? This card is actually disgusting. This card is absolutely disgusting. I'm taking this Coalition Relic though, because it's an artifact, which we like. It lets us get up to our big mana stuff quicker, which we like. And because we're not getting as many fixing lands, it means that we'll be able to cast our spells. And casting your spells wins you games, basically. Like the number one thing for Vintage Cube is that if you can cast your spells, and if your spells are pretty good, you're going to win the game.
Speaking of good, there's a lot of good spells here. There's Frost Titan, Big Frosty. There's Brazen Borrower, which, seems fine, but maybe not on the same level as Frost Titan. Sylvan Library, Jite. I don't know. What do you take here?
I'm stuck between Library and Jite. Library is a kind of a messed up card. We don't have... Actually, we have some amount of card advantage. I mean, we're kind of like poop out our hand quickly. Jite is pretty good. But, like, I kind of want this Library. Like, Library is just, like, the better pick. I bet we could wheel this Jite. This is my brazen pick of the draft. So we're going to wheel this Jite. We're not wheeling this Jite apps at all, actually, now that I think about it. Anyways, on to another distraction. Hey. Stomping Ground. We have a Goblin Welder. We have a Flame Slash. What else do we have in red? Oh, I kind of want to play this Tanglewire.
Got 10 creatures.
We haven't. Is it again? Yes, I do like Cosima as a Magic the Gathering card, but I'm also not married to the idea of having this card. Although it is an artifact, we got a vehicle. The problem is, the Stomping Ground is the right pick. I think.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think Stomping Ground's the right pick.
Maybe
We have
She Wheels.
yeah. If we're lucky, she'll come back around and we can play her. Oh, okay. Well, Sword of Temptation's a good Magic card. Chat. Let me say this. I don't do a lot of vintage cube drafts anymore. It's not necessarily my favorite cube. I do love a good cube, though. And I've played enough vintage cube that I will say this. Never take Show and Tell. Never take Show and Tell. Show and Tell is the worst card in this cube. They got to get rid of it. I swear to God, they only keep Show and Tell in this cube to help people out if they... It's just like a way to help people get some some tickets if they're down on their luck. Is that... It's just like, well, you drafted a bad deck and you're having some bad luck, but maybe you'll fight someone that's playing Show and Tell. So I'm going to take Lightning Bolt, one of the best cards of all time. Ooh. That's a land. That's a dual land. That's 2 dual lands, actually. But this one is a bit
They're
better.
both man lands, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a...
So that's almost a creature.
If we wheel the other one, that we could basically count that as a whole creature. I think that's how that works. I'm 90% sure that's how it works. There's also just like Frantic Search is a powerful Magic card, but we haven't even seen a Tolarian Academy, so there's no and you can't prove otherwise. So we're probably not taking that for this. I would take the 2-colored blue land that helps us out. Oh, now I'm at
what about the Dryad? That would allow us to cast all of our spells.
The Extremely Vascular Dryad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. This card, it's great. It fixes for us. It's got 4 toughness. It lets us play additional lands, which,
poop your hand out faster. It holds a sword.
Exactly. I think Conscripts is a better card, but I like Dryad pick. Like, I don't think we don't need Conscripts, right? Like, this is one of the big things about Vintage Cube, or just Cube in general, is you just get to this point, and you're like, oh, look at this 5-mana card that's really good. And, like, we have 8 top-end cards. We have 8 cards that just kill people. Ooh, hi, Duretti. Duretti's a pretty good Magic card. Repeal's a good Magic card. Do we have... Oh, we have Lightning Bolt. We have Upheaval. Upheaval's basically a repeal. Ooh.
Hey, Vanifar Wield. What does she do again?
She's a birthing pod, so you just like tap her, sack a creature, and then you go 1 up, like a slightly more expensive creature.
I don't think that's gonna work in this deck.
No, I think we're about
Glory
to. Oh yeah, we're about to bring some glory to the stream's name. Oh, we didn't get the
Avengers Zendikar Wield.
We got a big old Avenger here. Big plant. This Avenger is just like you keep inviting him back, and sometimes he sits on the bench the whole game, but he's happy to be there. We could get away with Cryptic in a 3-color deck, right?
I think you should take Control Magic. It's slightly more realistic. No, Cryptic?
I think Control Magic is the correct pick, but I panicked. And I thought the greed got to me. Also, we didn't wheel anything. Turns out in this pack of a bajillion white cards. Ooh, Wall of Blossom. So, all right, chat, check this. I'm going to take Progenitus because it's more likely that we'll win a game off the back of this Progenitus. You know why I'm taking Progenitus? Because we might fight someone that decides to play Show and Tell. And then we'll get a free W off of that. But yeah, I mean, you know what, to be honest, I think I took the Cryptic command because my brain went to a place where like, oh yeah, we got this Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Dryad into Cryptic command, that's the perfect combination. How do you beat that?
True, yeah. All right. So you got to make some cuts here, it looks like.
Yes, yeah. I think we can, like, you can count the Mox Emerald as a land. You can kind of do that Black Lotus too. Like, I feel like we're a 15 land deck. I typically Mox Diamond is a bit trickier when it comes to
counting it as a land.
Yeah, as somebody that ran a 7 land deck in Highlander and still played Mox Diamond, and it was the right call, but not here. Not here. Not this is a magic card, not a land. Although I guess lands are technically magic cards.
I know what you mean. It's fine. I was saying earlier that, because I can see what Wheeler sees and I can hear what Wheeler hears. Like this is to previous generations, this is the equivalent of a mind meld that we're engaged in right now. So, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
It's when it comes to a mind meld, it's absolutely it's an exercise in trust and openness, and also just warning ahead of time. I'm terribly sorry for anything you see in there, and if you leave this draft and you find yourself making decisions that are wildly greedy, and a little out of character, I'm sorry. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm sorry.
Oh, I actually was reading the Mind Meld Find print after you said that it required openness because I would say emotional openness is actually not something I'm really known for. So I don't think it might not work. I'm only going to get the deep surface thoughts of the magic if I concentrate.
That's
no need.
Yeah, there's not much beneath. Well, everything below that it's like a black murky sludge. Anyways, magic cards.
I have enough black murky sludge in my own brain.
Yeah. Do we need any more black murky sludge? No, we bought it. We got extra last time, and now we have 3 of them in the storage space, and we don't need more black murky sludge.
I got 8 barrels coming in on Tuesday, whether I want it or not. I know no more room for it.
Oh boy, we're gonna be running black murky sludge as a special all week. Okie dokie. What are we doing? I don't know why I put Mox Diamond as a 2-drop. Wall of Blossoms hit the bench. Actually, Wall of Blossoms, we could run 16. Maybe, if we do... I feel like we are probably 16. Can we splash Bolas' Citadel off Gilded Lotus and Black Lotus?
And your Dryad.
This is bad. Yeah, we absolutely can, but I feel like we need to get to game 3 in order to do that. That's a game 3. We've robbed our opponent already of a victory somewhere, and we decide to bring in what I like to call the Citadel package. This is how we really get in folks back into I don't know where I'm going with this bit. Basically, we bring in Progenitus Sphinx, empty the Warrens, Mind's Desire, Bola, Citadel, and clearly it'll work out. Maybe Desperate Ritual. We could do it now. I wouldn't recommend it.
I like winning games. Let's try to build a really sick deck.
That mind meld is already paying off. That's exactly what I was thinking was, it sounds like a cool idea, but I gotta tell you, I kind of want to win some games. At least that's my first thought.
So you got to make one cut here?
Yeah.
What is the Glorybringer doing? Making treasure, right?
No.
So it seems like it might be hard to cast.
This is the Boom Dragon.
Right.
I do think we're probably siding out either, well, not one of these 2 5s, but we're probably benching the Glorybringer or the Tezzeret. The Thragtusk is easy to cast. Toretti's
easy to cast.
Yeah. It might be the Tezzeret. Because it's Tezzeret's a little utility-ish. I like the Duretti because it also just can ramp us with Black Lotus. And it's really good with Upheaval. So I think I mean, but that's 17 or that's 15 land plus Lotus and Dime or Lotus and Mox. This is probably fine, right? Tangle Wire. Tangle Wire is kind of neat because we have a bunch of like food tokens that we can tap. We have stupid construct tokens. We got this goose. We can tap stuff like that. It's great. No fetch lands. Yes. Not wrong. All right. Let's add some lands. Do you want
the Bayou? Probably not.
Not until we go to Plan Citadel. If we're on the Citadel package, actually Goblin Welder, get in the Citadel package.
Could we call it Plan B, C, which is Beyond Caring if we win or not?
Yes. Plan Beyond Caring. Oh God. That's I mean, look, we're going to win. We're going to win every match, and we're going to win it handedly. We're always going to have Black Lotus in our opener. I believe in us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God, there's so many blue pips on one card. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're not playing. We have 3 red. So we can probably go 2 basic, 2 mountains. Because we have the emerald already. We need 11 lands, eh? So 1, 2, so we need 9. So 5 and 4. Could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could do that's setting blue. That's setting calculating. I'm calculating. I think this is.
I would have more green sources, right?
Yeah, we have we want to have green early because we have, especially with the Moxen that we have, we want to be able to play out like Sylvan Library early or turn 1 or turn 2 like Dryad or Tracker, Goose and Elves. We do have 1 green already through Emerald. So basically, like if we include the Emerald in this configuration of just like single mana sources, then we have 4, so it'd be 6, 4, and 2. We have
5 because you have Stomping Ground.
Yeah. Sorry, including the Stomping Ground for green sources, we'd be on. We have Emerald, the 3 forests, and Stompers, so that's 5 total. For red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total. Wait, is that 1, 2, 3, 4? So we could add 1, 2. We could maybe get away with 1 mountain, but we have the diamond. It's just like kind of a pisser if we can't. But we don't have. Yeah, our stuff's more reactive. I mean, we could do 6. I like 6, 4, 1. We could do 6, 4, 1. This reliably, because our green also just lets us set up for our like heavy blue pipped cards in our red cards. We could also skip out on Academy Ruins and just play another blue source, which is probably fine.
What does Academy Ruins do again? Sorry, many of these cards I do not interact with regularly.
Oh yeah, no worries. It's a legendary land, adds a colorless, but you can use a blue and a colorless to tap it to put target artifact from your graveyard on top of your deck.
We should keep that.
Yeah,
Think about putting a Black Lotus back in.
It's exactly. I mean, what we just want to draw a Lotus. Boom, we got a Lotus. It pays for itself too. It pays for itself. But like, in all honesty, Ruins is actually pretty good if we have Ballista, or even Tanglewire in the right matchup, is that we can just kind of like muck people, just hold them down. We could run Island Main and then just side in the Ruins against a creature deck. I'm fine with that as well. That kind of just sets us up more to casting our spells right on time.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. Let's try that.
I feel like I'm like, that person who comes into the art gallery and is like, oh, I love the brush strokes on this painting. They're very even. But like, it's not that they're looking at a good painting. They're,
Yeah.
they know something's there. They're not staring at a fire alarm by accident.
Yeah, I mean that's that's the core audience for an art gallery, and that's kind of just the. I mean, that's what we're talking about, right? That's the people that you want coming into the art gallery, and that's kind of what Cube is all about. There's a lot of weird shit going on, and like for every person like me that's like, well, you could Academy of Ruins your walking ballista, and well, that Thalia will never survive. If you know what I'm saying. There are 20 people that are like, I don't know, please shut up. I'm trying to enjoy playing Cube. Well, that's all I had. But I guess that's a great segue to go into our into a commercial break before we begin. I mean, it's a flawless transition into that.
You're excited to play Cube. So are we after this short commercial break.
Ooh, smooth as butter. Which reminds me, I gotta go see if I have any Cube butter left. Anyways, we will be right back. I was just gonna say what you said, but you said it better. So just please, just stay there. We'll be back. Welcome back to Friday Night Paper Fight over here at the Loading Ready Run Media Empire.
I like to call it a mega entertainment network.
The Loading Ready Run Mega Entertainment Network. I think I was trying to make up a word, and it didn't work. So I've shoved mega and glomerate together.
The Loading Ready Run Delight Factory. Nope. We gotta. I also think that name is currently claimed, but that's neither here nor there. But we're here. Before we workshop this, maybe we should play some Magic. Or maybe you should play some Magic.
Well, I'm going to have to call upon you for a variety of decisions in helping me curb a variety. When we have an opening hand of like forest, cryptic command, and I go, yeah, we could probably keep it. Though
maybe it would be keepable.
Yeah, I mean, I see. This is where it goes off the rails. For those of you that are just joining, it's hi, Mimi Wheeler and Kathleen.
I'm audio only.
Kathleen has decided to be a ghost, if you will. What's a poltergeist?
A specter?
Specter?
Or perhaps just some sort of haunting presence whispering medium play advice.
It's like a version of Christmas Carol. Actually, no, this analogy sucks. Yes. Yes, it's a... Yes, Kathleen is ghosting, as they say. This is the original usage of the word when you ghost somebody on stream. I guess.
Yeah, I'm your see-through friend who's fun to be with.
That was the original working title for Casper the Friendly Ghost. Casper, the see-through friend who's fun to be with. That sounds a little headstrong for a ghost. Could we tone it down? Maybe Casper, the see-through friend who's enjoyable to be around. Great, love it. We drafted a deck that is very good. We're doing.
Is it really?
I don't know. I was confident until the seed of doubt was planted there, and now I'm not entirely sure. I think so. I think it's reasonable. We got Black Lotus. That's a good Magic card. We got Oko. That's a good Magic card. We got a Mox. It's okay. We have powerful cards and the mana to cast them. Now, we are lacking counter
Opponent.
spells and an opponent. Yeah, those are the two things that people need for Vintage Cube. Counter spells and an opponent. And because we don't have the counters, we need our opponent to bring them. And if our opponent's not here with the counters, oh, did you get that? Did you hear that sound? The Magic Online sounds?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Okay.
Pretend stream is hearing them.
Pretend oh no, these are really bad. They're like, I don't think these have been updated since the platform was created. I do need to double check though that you can. Oh, great! You can see my. You can see the board. You can see the hand. Magic Online is a bit of an archaic platform in that you can only ever display capture it, and well,
this hand looks great.
The thing about this hand that I will say is that we don't have a third land, so we can't cast our spells, and we don't have a Black Lotus or a Mox or an Elf. I won't be satisfied with any hand until we have a Black Lotus or a Goose, I should specify. When I say Elf, I also mean Goose. You know, to be as crystal clear as I can be.
All right, so this is a mulligan then.
Yeah.
I'm learning so much.
See now.
Oh.
Okay, so if we draw a land here, we can cast Oko on turn 1, which is pretty good.
This seems good.
If we don't draw a land, then we can just play a forest and pass. And our opponent will just be like, oh, classic Magic the Gathering play. And so it won't look like we're absolute greed lords. And yeah, this is a slam dunk. The real question is, see, this is what I was talking about, because effectively this is a mono green hand and a cryptic command.
Yeah, I think you should put the cryptic command back, but maybe that's just me.
No, I'm with you there. Absolutely.
Oh, thank God.
Any chance you can move the camera to the bottom right? I can definitely do that. The problem is it might block a bunch of other things, because this hand is going to expand for that. So what I can do is that. How about that?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
See, this is the thing. People shit talk. Okay, well, a bell just rang when I passed. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
This is unbelievable.
Oh no.
And you know what? In fact, this is uncalled for as well.
Oh no.
Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why would you sit down to play a good family game of Magic Online and say I'm about to ruin everything for everyone? See, why do they? Well, they picked Oko, which I guess it depends. I mean, Oko is the strongest card in our hand, but we're going to draw the land here. And
I would have taken the Mox Emerald.
Yeah, I think. I mean, they could just have a hand of like things that can't beat Oko, which is a lot in the game Magic the Gathering. But the problem is they had no idea who they were facing, so they thought that we wouldn't get that land. But we're about to get extremely vascular as early as turn 1. And how do you beat a 2/4? How do you beat a 2/4? You can't. I remember Lightning Bolt? Garbage. Doesn't do anything. You know what Oko makes? 3/3s. Can't beat a 2/4. Of course, Oko makes your 2/4 a 3/3. And then, well...
Well,
I don't know why. Oh no. Oh no, please. Oh. Okay.
okay. That doesn't seem so bad. There is this client. I have not looked at it in a long time. I forgot what it looked like.
Oh yeah. There's a certain charm to it, isn't there?
Yeah, there is really. It looks like, you know, 2004. But you know what? It's clean and it does what it needs to do. I like this client even though it isn't elegant.
Yeah. 2004, pretty good year for someone, I imagine, out there. I mean, I can't remember. Was it what? Was there a good? Did anything good happen in 2004?
I'm sure there's a lot of good albums that came out if I was to go back and check.
Yeah, 2004 albums. 2004, 99, 2001.
Sibwow says Olympics. Not Kane nor Abel said I got married. Oh wow, I was in university in 2004. Farting it up in my stupid years.
Did you say farting it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's powerful. Big fan of farting it up. Well, oh my God. These sound effects. Oh. Well.
Oh no.
Apologies in advance if I just sit here chuckling at all these sound effects. Wait till you hear the zombie token. Oh God, please let one of our opponents make a zombie token.
I wish I could hear these sounds.
Can you let me see if maybe I can do it on Discord?
Oh, I had you muted on Discord, so let's no, I didn't. No, I have the sounds on. So, it's fine. I don't really need to hear these things. Oh, that could be problematic. We need a creature. They have a creature. How rude.
Don't worry. We're going to draw Gilded Goose. Well,
that's a creature too.
Apologies. It wasn't as good as Gilded Goose. And by good, I mean as, like getting it right. But it's a Thragtusk. That's pretty good.
That's very good. Beats a 2/3.
Oh my God. I need to figure out a way for you to hear these sounds. They're so good. Oh.
Chooped.
There it is. Oh. Oh. Have you seen that interview of a surfer trying to explain the rush of riding a wave?
No.
He's getting interviewed about what is so great about surfing, and he very clearly has been surfing like all day, and so he's a little worn out. And he can only describe it through like blah and blah and blah, like and through sound effects, effectively. He's talking like a Batman comic, is what I'm trying to say. That's kind of that's basically what Magic Online is trying to do. Just imagine that every sound is just a Batman sound.
Like 60s Batman or like everything is so dark and terrible Christopher Nolan Batman?
60s Batman.
Oh,
yeah.
Delightful. Excellent. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Emily TG in chat says, "Can someone please find me this interview?" Yeah.
Sure thing. Let me hit my homepage button. Mods, is it okay if I link a 14-year-old video in chat? There you go. Oh.
Oh no.
Wow. I'm I don't understand why they can't let us just have one creature. Or one Oko. But we're still...
The no-go on the Oko. That hurt, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh no. I think this is more worrying. The fact that this card is in their deck is more worrying than anything that they've played yet. Because this implies that either they're an absolute degenerate or that they do not feel fear. Oh.
I think the way that our opponents are playing, I think that they might be a total degenerate after, after our own hearts, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a Friday night. The work week's done. Maybe you order yourself a pizza, throw on your favorite music, and then you play a deck with Sneak Attack, Through the Breach, and a Chupacabra. Please don't put an Emrakul into play. Well...
The other one.
I mean, this is not good for us. But it's also not the worst.
No, because we're not gonna die. We're at 23.
Mm-hmm. And
we're not blocking.
No, I'll never block.
And we're gonna lose 20 cards of our deck, but the top few cards haven't been that exciting, so that's fine. Let's see what the middle of our deck's like.
I just took a quick look. It's coming in. Yep, all the cards exiled bad. All of them bad. I mean, we got to keep Llanowar Elf. We got to keep Gilded Goose. Oh, actually, never mind. We got
to keep Walking Ballista, which seems very useful.
Very good. Well, if we swing with the Tracker, and I block with a Murderous Rider, and that's kind of fine. Because they can't ever block with Sleazy Peasy and the tokens. No. Yeah, and then we get a 6-mana 3/3. What more could you want? Yeah.
I think it's important that the only way we're going to win this game of Magic cards is by reducing their life total to 0.
Exactly. You got to start somewhere. We're clearly not decking them. I mean, Murderous Rider putting itself on the bottom of their deck, that's already just insurance. They cut us off before we even had a chance. Oh. Oh, that was pleasant. And potentially plagiarized from the PlayStation Company, I'm not sure.
All right, now what do you want to draw?
I would like to draw like a free counterspell for Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor's usually pretty bad. But
for us, right? Not for them.
Yeah, for us it's pretty bad. But who knows? I mean, we know that for sure they have a Murderous Rider in their deck, but that's it. The rest of their deck could be anything.
And the rest of their deck, could it be a Progenitus?
If it's Progenitus, we still get to survive. See, this is perfect, actually. In fact, this is good. I'd go as far as to say this is good. Oh, yeah, maybe they'll find show and tell. Exactly, Emily. Well, taking their
Those of you who may not be familiar with Magic Online, if we were playing Arena, you'd be seeing a rope burning right about now. But Magic Online doesn't work like that. It has this little clock up in the top left hand of your screen, and you can see that the player's time is ticking down. A mere 18 minutes left for the match, though, right?
Yeah, they only have 18 minutes left. Well, the clock just went up 5 seconds on my end, so that's a little worrying. But yeah, they got 18 minutes worth of plays. Oh. Okay, well, this still isn't dead. If this is the thing they find on their demonic tutor, I don't feel like... I feel like we're still kind of in this game, maybe. Take that with a grain of salt. It is worth noting that the Ulamog exiled our upheaval.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's problematic.
Not ideal. But I'm sure we have good cards. They is Questing Beast? Oh, Questing Beast got exiled too. No.
Oh no. What's left in our library? We can remember these things.
7 cards. Do you want a real answer or?
It's like Gilded Lotus.
9. No, please no. 4, 5, 6. Yes, Mulder, I see you. 2 lands, Gilded Lotus, Gilded Goose, Llanowar Elves, Duretti, and Duretti and am I missing? What am I missing? Sylvan Library?
Hey.
Not much.
Hey.
All right.
So how are we still in this, do you think?
Meteorite.
What, for like, the entire western seaboard? Or more localized to like maybe just our houses?
Wait, hold on. No. Okay, but I guess, no, that's the value. That's a more respectable way out. Because I was definitely thinking about our opponent's house. But a meteorite crashing on our houses also gets the job done in one way or the other.
Yeah, and who would ever speak ill of us? Tragically crushed by twin meteorites. They would never mention that game of Magic we're about to lose.
What? Yeah, exactly. Have you ever read an obituary that talks about, Kathleen's untimely demise?
Which was just as well because she was getting dumpstered in Vintage Q.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to write that.
6 cards left in their deck. Could you believe it? Oh, they were out of that game years ago. Okay, well. Our opponent's deck is very cool. This is Vintage keeps being out on Magic. This cube has been out on Magic Online, excuse me, for a hot minute now. They get to fatal pushes. Yes, hi Mulder. Do they have lethal?
I don't think so.
No, I was seeing if they would want to sneak out the Snapcaster Mage, but we're still only taking 5.
Maybe they're going to sneak something else out.
Oh no. I can only take so much value. All right.
Oh.
This is where we need Gilded Goose. Chat, if you're at home right now watching this, or even if you're somewhere else, but, hopefully at home, I need for you to scream at your computer, goose, over and over again, getting increasingly louder.
Goose. Goose. Oh, does that do anything?
It does, no. Well, we survive. I guess we survive this turn.
Yeah, you -2. You sacrifice like something else, and you get to get a creature back, right?
We can sack an artifact to return an artifact from the graveyard to play, which is good. That's that's usually infinitely better than returning it to your hand. But unfortunately, Walking Ballista is a 0/0. Oh dear God, Magic Online. So if we returned it, it would just die.
But what else did he put in our? What about Batterskull? What else did he put in our graveyard that's an artifact?
Through the Ulamog. Ulamog exiles them entirely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then, never mind.
Ulamog's a real shitter. I never liked that Eldrazi.
No. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oop. Okay, well. Okay, I see. They really want to kill us. It's
rude.
Yeah,
we just met them, and they're trying to kill us.
The deck is very rude, I will say this. But I can't believe all from that Inquisition of Kozilek. Well, I won't be sending them any birthday invitations. I said that like that was a thing people do. What do they have? What do we have? Do you feel like we're at the point where we should? Do you think it's too early for playing BC, right?
I think so.
Okay.
What if we just put in like more creatures?
Yeah. Getting like a Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah.
Tangle Wire seems a little. They play creatures, so Tangle Wire's not as good. I think overall our deck was pretty good. We kind of just got attacked by an Ulamog, and that, and that'll happen. That'll happen. I don't think I want Flame Slash because it's instant. It's not. Well, it's the. I guess my issue with it is it deals with some of their stuff, but a lot, even like if Sneak Attack's not there, they tend to operate at instant speed a lot, which we could bring in Welder if we want, just another little Dorcas. Ooh. If we get that, that's pretty bad. I think this is fine. Probably.
What if you took out Cryptic Command?
Yeah.
And what does that do? And we put in I don't know, a creature.
Like the Abbot of Carol Keep?
Sure.
Lets us draw more cards, kinda?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Our mana was perfect last time.
It actually worked out great.
Oh. Well.
Delicious.
Their deck's not super quick. But I also think we can get... Oh, this is very slow. I still think we can go for Moxen and Lotus. Like...
My standards are so much lower than yours, Ben. I'm like, land spells, done.
Don't get me wrong. If this were basically any format other than Vintage Cube. Like if this were like a Legacy Cube or whatever, and there weren't cameras on, I'd keep this. Absolutely. But this hand has Black Lotus.
Oh, perfect.
So this means we...
Gilded Lotus, maybe? Or do Black Lotus into Gilded Lotus? I don't know. It's hard.
Ooh, I do like Black Lotus into Gilded Lotus. Like we can turn 2 Gilded Lotus and then turn 3 Consecrated Sphinx if we draw a land.
That seems good.
I think I like that. I'm pretty sure Walking Ballista can wait.
Can walk on out of here.
That's why we gave the Ballista legs, so that if we said "see you later, idiot," it just walks on out. Just walks on out.
We tried saying that to a Ballista without legs, and its feelings just got hurt. I just had to sit there and take her abuse, and nobody liked that. So we tried it again.
It said its mom was coming to pick it up later, but it had to stay here and wait until she arrived, and well, that was just awkward. I don't want to get hit with another Inquisition of Kozilek, so Black Lotus Pass is my favorite play in this is just... First, we're representing Cryptic Command, so they can't possibly beat us. And second, look at the flower. This is so pretty. This is poetic even. This is poetic.
Whoa.
That's right, folks. Play out your lotuses. Play out your lotuses. I mean, they get the other lotus, which is not great, but you know, if it means that we still get to play a Sphinx out early, then that's fine by me. Oh. All right. As much as I believe in myself, and I believe that together we can draw a land, I have no faith in us. So I think Izzet Signet's probably just a little bit easier than Scoo's. And if we get a Consecrated Sphinx on turn 3, I mean, that's pretty cool and good. Yeah. A fine play. Oh no. Stop doing this.
Oh my god. Okay.
Some players have all the luck.
What do you think they're tutoring for? Their sneak attack or whatever it's called?
Yeah. I imagine they're either trying to hit sneak attack, or they might not have a good answer to Consecrated Sphinx, which is kind of neat. Even if they get sneak attack, it's a little slow. But I think that it's likely that they're just hitting... I mean, they might have like Force of Will. Like they might have like a free counterspell or whatever. But I don't know. My gut says that they're just trying to get something to answer Consecrated Sphinx. Which, I mean, gets to draw some cards anyways. So... Are
they taking a very long time, or is this program just this slow?
They're a little column A and a lot of column B, but kind of unrelated to this. They could just be Demonic Tutor is one of those cards where like it feels bad to use a fair Demonic Tutor. So there's always a part of you that's like, I don't need to do this. Why not? Why I should just get something else. But yeah, it's both. It's both. Give me cards.
All right, let's see what they got.
Yum card. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Not again. Not like this.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, they got Ulamog last time.
did get sneak attack.
Are they just passing? Holy smokes.
Oh, that's good for us.
That's pretty good.
Let's get them.
Ooh. Ready to die. And nobody can save me. We could even get back a Gilded Lotus right away.
Yeah.
That's kind of slick. Switch this Is It Signet for a Gilded Lotus.
That seems fine.
Yeah, we're using our mana.
Tap the Is It Signet to pay for your to pay for Duretti.
It's
I guess you have to, but be quiet. I'm happy about it.
I mean, we could try. I guess, like, you know what? Is It Signet? Hey, really appreciate you. You made it so we didn't have to take damage from Stomping Ground. And just a heads up, we are going to fire you. We're going to let you go. But in like a month. So do you mind actually switching with Gilded Lotus? Like, we're going to make you cast Duretti first. Then we're going to fire you. Duretti's not a good boss. Ooh. All right, Sphinx.
Choo. Get in there.
All aboard. Come and ride the train and ride it. They might actually just upkeep sneak attack out a Chupacabra to hit the Sphinx.
Maybe.
Which is a bit of a pisser. Oh, wait. I guess we have free green. It's free real estate. Might as well eat this Demonic Tutor. They updated the sounds.
Did they?
Yeah. It's not... They updated the sounds, although... How do I say this politely? They sound like reusing assets from Reboot.
So they didn't upkeep Choop us. So life is looking good.
Yeah. We're doing great. And even if they try to like as long as we don't die here, I guess is what I'm saying. As long as we don't die. Oh, that's fine. I guess punished for playing a 2/2. Unless they play Chupacabra now. Oh. Wow. Okay, well, this is also fine because we're still pretty ahead. Are they attacking? They're killing Duretti. Okay. But they get to lose they lose their Masker Worm. They just got a 2/2. We can upheaval if we want to. But against a Mana Crypt, it's a little awkward. Also, upheavaling a Chupacabra to their hand, a little awkward.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Perfect. I guess keeping that's pretty good. Oh, jeez Louise, Magic Online. I guess I got to just auto cast it, but what are you going to do? Large Beast. Kathleen, I wanted to get your opinion on this. I've had this thought for a while. I'm a big fan of naming Magic cards, and that Magic cards themselves are enjoyable enough when they have very simplistic names like Savannah Lions, Jackal Pup, Jungle Lion,
right?
Bird, you know, stuff like that. How do you feel about really simplistic design for cards like that? And I guess, well, I'll just get to it. How would you feel if they came out with a set that was just animals, none of them anthropomorphized, and all of them just had really boring names?
Oh, like medium python.
Yes, exactly.
But it was a 3/3.
Oh, but it's a damn good 3/3.
I think that you could, unfortunately, like all of like the really basic names have been taken due to the nature of how, of how magic cards work.
Mm-hmm.
But what if we, like it, you'd have to like, I think it could work, but you would have to have a couple of simple words strung together to get the variety that you need,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, so you'd have to have, like,
Big,
I don't know.
Big, strong badger.
Dodgy rogue. Right.
Noticeably handsome fish.
Yeah. Suspiciously attractive goblin.
Suspicious. Oh, God. Suspicious.
Oh, I like definitely isn't Kyle's suggestion. Just a beaver.
Just a beaver. Suspiciously attractive goblin. I feel there's someone on like play design or in R&D that just overheard this, and they're just scrunching up a piece of paper where they've had a whole bunch of design notes written that are just like goblin hot ?
You see it with like it's like got like what's the captivating captor kind of, the guy with the abs. He was like a red card for Mixalon. What did he do?
Oh gosh, I definitely don't know it off by heart. But if I had to guess, enthralling Victor. I mean, that's a shot in the dark, and I definitely don't remember this card, but I think it might be enthralling Victor. And to be clear, Victor is actually his full name, in the sense that it's like Cher. He just goes as Victor.
He's He's got a mononym because that's all he needs. Gredmison says, whenever suspiciously attractive goblin attacks, all creatures block it, even if they aren't normally able to. I would like to add, they do 0 damage because they just want to get his number.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
yeah. Hey, can I text you sometime? I don't know how you pick up people. I've been married forever.
Yeah, both of us managed to dodge the world of like dating apps and got married beforehand. We saw the incoming storm, and I'm just glad. I'm very glad that that's not a thing I ever had to, and ideally will never have to deal with.
No. Ugh. I just can't imagine. Like, it stresses me out enough to like talk about something online and be like, I don't know, I think you should take this card. Can like imagine like the responsibility of swiping left and right on someone.
You just send people gigantic messages of, look, I don't know if I should be the arbiter of hot or not. And even though I could say you are indeed hot, but it's confused. Like, why should my swipe shouldn't mean anything to this. What are we doing? Anyways, hi. And then it's just a miserable mess. Speaking of, we might die here.
Oh no.
Although this could just be a defense clap play. But
I mean, it struck me as a little bit more defensive. But
we could bounce everything and then just play Batterskull.
I like that plan. And be faster than them.
Yeah, the only issue with that is that they have open mana for Fatal Push and several removal spells, which kind of just leaves us with this Batterskull. And they have a Mana Crypt, so they rebuild a bit quicker than us. But I guess they have to replay the Mana Crypt. Yeah.
I mean, do you just play a Batterskull then?
We could just play Batterskull. I think you convinced me.
I think that's what you wanted to do in the first place.
Oh God, I was all on Team Batterskull. Well, I was mostly on Team Batterskull, but I do genuinely, after thinking about it a little bit more, I was like, yeah. I mean, we could kill them or we could kill them, you know? And I'm all for just killing them. We could also just play Gilded Lotus first. But then, like, we could just Gilded Lotus pass. But I think they didn't float mana. And by think, I mean no, and then that's good. We also might lose to time because we only have 4 minutes on our clock.
Jesus, all right.
That's okay, though. That's just normal. That's just, yeah. This is just classic Magic Online. And also classic me. Basically, Magic Online is one of those things where it's all business up front. Please don't Fatal Push me. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Oh, creature this turn. Well, hey, that's kind of a creature.
Yeah. We can push them into... We don't get to return the Batterskull immediately, but that's fine. We do kind of push them into either... Oh, what are they doing? Oh, Magic Online, please. We can win the game in 3 minutes, by the way. We have Black Lotus. Oh, lol. Well, I mean... We did draw a lightning bolt here. So if they take any damage, we could just bolt them and kill them. Oh, I need to stop clicking on things because it's making Magic Online upset. And now they have Pestermite mana.
Play a fetch land.
Yeah, all they need to do is play a fetch. And then they're dead. The problem is, I guess even if they Pestermite there. Well, no, they could... Sorry, you saying?
We also have a Fumarole.
Yeah. Yeah, I think playing out the Batterskull before the Fumarole ends up being... If we're dedicating ourselves to playing the Stomping Ground into Fumarole, then they still just get to Pestermite it. And then... No, but Fumarole... Fumarole is the same thing, right? This way... So, Chad, if we Fumarole here, they Pestermite tap the Fumarole, which I guess we get to bolt the Pestermite, which if we're worried about them killing us. But the only way that they're killing us is if they have... I guess they could play actual factual Splinter Twin. Or if they Mana Crypt, Sneak Attack, get out... Oh, they have actual factual Splinter Twin. They had actual factual Splinter Twin.
Ow.
They had actual factual... They had the actual Splinter Twin. Okay, this is fine. So what's going to happen here is they get to do this thing.
Their deck is amazing.
Their deck is it's pretty all right. It's very interesting series of cards. You know what? Admittedly, I'll take the fall for that. I didn't play around Splinter Twin because Kiki Jiki, understandable. They have Imperial Recruiter and all that jazz. I guess there's a way to keep up the bolt. This way gives us a certainly killing them next turn as opposed to this. But that's okay. We are down to 2 minutes left in our match. And this is really just all about the experience uh, more so than the. I don't know what I'm
Slowly.
saying. Yeah, exactly.
No. I've learned so many things, like play around Splinter Twin. Like I feel like there's a lot of
Play around twin. Play around twin. Save all of your shouting into the void and complaining until you go to commercial break.
Speaking of which,
Why? It's almost time for our extremely good segue of last time, this time. We have another quick break that we need to take before we fight the next round, and then now that we've got the feel of it, this is an easy 2-1. I can smell it. So how about we take a quick break, and we'll be back shortly for round 2 and round 3. See you in a bit. Okay. Round 1. We set up to go for a kill. We didn't play around a card that we didn't see. We didn't play around a card that we could have maybe said, hey, maybe they have in their deck. But I gotta tell you, chat, Kathleen, I gotta tell you, I usually don't see a lot of Ulamog and Splinter Twins together, you know?
Right.
Gotta tell you.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad about it. It's not like I could have contributed anything to that.
Hey, I would never feel... Look, I don't feel bad about anything, especially not Magic related.
God, what is that like?
Well, it comes at a cost because it means a lot of not feeling things in, you know, when you want to celebrate familial joy and you're dead inside. Either way, welcome back everybody to Friday Night Paper Fight. Kathleen and I are playing some Vintage Cube on Magic Online. We have a deck that features Black Lotus. Kathleen is a ghost.
Why not cast a creature?
Cast a creature. And here we are. Here we go. It's round 2. See, this is the beautiful thing about Vintage Cube, is that if you want a cube and you want to win some cubes, yeah, you can do that. But that's not why you play Vintage Cube. I guess, you know what, in fact, maybe that's what it is. Maybe you play Vintage Cube so that you can play a deck with Ulamog and Splinter Twin in the same deck. You know? Maybe that's the secret. Maybe we should, maybe not upheavaling and then they'll just die to their own mana crypt. Maybe that was... No, that sounds not great. We could have bolted that. I don't know. It's going to eat me up inside. Actually, it won't. I'm going to forget about this halfway through. Not about the stream, but yeah.
I think as long as we've all taken something away from it, and yours is nothing, and you know the Marie Kondo of the mind, that's something that's hard to do. I'm gonna probably dwell on it for too long, and think about it before I go to bed, and maybe I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be a little bit tortured by it, but probably not. Probably get over it by tomorrow.
The many faces of anxiety. A stage play. On the play, speaking of, that's a crisp. We have Moxen in our deck. We have Lotus. Why don't we have any?
You know what? I think this is fine.
You know, we're on the play when we have a Tangle Wire.
Yeah.
If we draw a red spell, if we draw a Mox, there's a bunch of stuff we could draw. I mean, we get to jam out this Tangle Wire early, or the Questing Beast. But double red on that. How many red sources do we have again? 1 mountain or
like
2?
One. Basic. It's like 4 or 5 max.
I need a Lotus to feel something. See,
Right,
this
fair.
Kathleen, this is the big issue. There we go. Now this is a hand. this is what we call a real barn burner.
All right, what do we put back here?
Probably Black Lotus. It sacrifices itself. It doesn't do anything. Well, probably this basic island.
Sure, I don't know.
I think I'm in the mood to go go Volcanic Island, Mox Emerald, and play out this Gilded Goose. Then their opponent does whatever their turn wants them to do.
I think that we should just keep this hand.
And then we just play the sword and hit them with our goose. And if they kill that, or if they kill the sword, we got a Sylvan Library.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like good magic to me. Give this. Oh, this goose is going to hold this sword.
Sorry, I'm remembering why I never took to playing MTGO. It's just there's that fucking clock there, and it just stresses me out. And I was watching it tick down as we were debating this mulligan, and I was like,
Oh, that chess. Oh God, yeah, that is. Um, don't watch any time. Don't watch me anytime I stream Cube by myself. Then I'm a big fan of starting game 3 on less than a minute left. Ooh, I thrive off that. If I don't have the pressure of a chess clock telling me that all my efforts are going to be wasted in a minute.
maybe this is like you and maybe I am like the chess clock here.
A ghost in the chess clock?
Now, why aren't you playing your Black Lotus?
Surprise.
Okay.
I mean, we could play the sword on turn 1. That's probably fine.
Or you could just play the Black Lotus and I don't know.
Yeah, if we play, like, I guess there is a real risk to exposing Lotus to some amount of hand attack. Yeah, I mean, we could just play the sword. The problem is I can't equip it.
Yeah,
we could
why
just
don't you just play the Lotus and then just not do anything with it until next turn.
Yeah, the sword kind of doesn't do anything by itself when we can't cast this, so we could just pass. Just play this out. This goose has brought us so many lovely artifacts. We've got a goose. We've got a mox. We've got a food. We've got a black lotus. Beautiful.
The worst food token art.
Oh, the crying, like, meat pie?
Yeah, the Shakespearean meat pie. Who fed who his sons? I don't remember any of it.
Who fed who?
I think there's like... It's in whatever movie that Julie Taymor adapted. There's definitely a revenge plot involving feeding someone his sons in a pie. That would be Titus Andronicus. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, there you go.
What's that one Shakespeare play? It's about revenge. This familial conflict. Oh my God. Our battle goose is complete.
This is looking good. This is looking like a goose game level of goose.
Yeah, this is a titled goose game.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's with the Black Lotus and the Mox, it's entitled Goose Game. Ooh.
Holy moly.
How big can we get this goose? See, this is what I was trying to get at with the whole Magic set that's just real animals. Like, this is great. This is just a bird. I mean, I guess this goose is technically golden. But it's a bird holding a sword. A very large flaming sword.
Well, this is good for us that they're blue-red.
This really solidifies the humiliation that comes, the goose-related humiliation. Wait. Did they just send this man out to die? This is... Oh, poor Baral. I guess he's like a villain in the story. But... Chat, what did Baral do?
He was like the head of the spy on you network, wasn't he?
Oh, was he? He was like he was the guy that was like, hey, actually revolutions are bad. Why can't we? I mean, isn't the status quo cool and good, everyone?
Yeah. Apparently he also like killed Chandra's dad, which was very rude of him.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, that's really rude. That's uncalled for. Well, let's play the Sylvan Library.
Yeah.
We're not drawing enough cards. He's a capital D dick. Got it. I take it all back. I hate Baral. All my homies hate Baral.
Baral, your homies.
Baral.
Don't like him.
Oh.
This is when I don't have anything useful to contribute.
Oh, hey, absolutely not. This is like without contributions like that, we would just it would just be sitting here while I hear what I can only assume are EverQuest sound effects while staring at a duck, well, a goose. And that sounds great on the outside. You know, that sounds downright pleasant. But when you get to the core of it, it's not at all.
Well, I'm glad I'm here. I would like to report back for those people not reading chat that Roman Goro says that Baral was the most villainous dude in the entire Kaladesh story. Even the Planeswalker, who was literally Bolus's minion, was better. Even Tezzy was better, and Tezzeret looks like he's got a skeezy mustache. That's a lot.
Damn.
Do you think he has like a metal mustache, like a thin metal mustache?
Yeah, I think it's likely. I can't. Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna pay 8 life. Because we need some more lands. And we got food to eat. What are they going to do? Cook this goose? They can't. It's got protection from red and blue. I think Tezzeret probably has a metal mustache. And I know he's double crossed everybody like 8 times, right?
Oh yeah.
Does Tezzeret still have a portal in him? Well, we all have a portal of sorts. It's called the imagination. It's a portal that transports you to any world of your wildest dreams. For instance, using your imagination, you could even find yourself in a world where we draw our second land.
No kidding. It's amazing. It's the opposite of last game.
The mind is a beautiful thing. Mind you, complaining while having a Black Lotus is maybe, no, I think that's still okay.
You know, it's a little unusual that we wouldn't have drawn a second land by now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, this is where it starts. Oh no, this is where it starts. Yeah, this Mox doesn't count as a land. The Mox doesn't trigger Tireless Tracker.
What is the opponent doing?
Oh, they're probably in the tank. I'm gonna. They're probably in the tank. They're trying to think about how to beat this goose. Some anti-goose scheming. Oh, wowie. They put.
Okay. Wait a minute, isn't that good for us?
Yeah. It's a lot better when we have lands to take advantage of it. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Hmm. So we could Glorybringer and kill them. That seems
yeah.
pretty cool.
Let's try to do that. They've got 2 blue mana. No, they've got 4 blue mana.
If they cryptic Cremand, oh my. If they cryptic this, I mean, we could cryptic to just bounce this, but then that also loses to cryptic. Or a counterspell, basically. Like, we have other things that we can technically do, but they all kind of crumble to a counterspell, but then also don't kill our opponent. Whereas this crumbles to said counterspells, but kills our opponent.
It kills our opponent. It kills our opponent.
We
won a single game.
Woo! And all it took was Black Lotus. Oh, wait, what? Oh, come on. Our opponent has conceded the entire match, Kathleen. We beat them so badly that they just left. That's very that's very bad for our timeline here. Our schedule.
You said it would be a 2-1.
Yep.
So let's do it.
We gotta win that other one. It's okay. I believe in us. That was a brutal goose. That was a brutal goose. For sure. So after this, could you foresee yourself actually, this is a 2-part question. After this, could you foresee yourself drafting more Vintage Cube? Or
no.
Okay.
Or
no, I retract my second part. Oh,
no, I want to hear
okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, maybe. Well, if that's the case, let me get out this giant sheet of paper I had written down. So, what if Vintage Cube were not on Magic Online?
Well, okay, so there's the question.
Yeah.
If Vintage Cube was on Arena, yes, I would definitely draft it, but it's only on Magic Online now.
Yeah.
And it's not that I couldn't play. It's not like I am bad at Magic and therefore didn't want to play Moto. It's just the clock literally made me too stressed out.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
yeah.
The learning was brutal.
Oh, I wouldn't fault anyone for not wanting to play Magic Online. Gladiator is I literally was like, wow, Gladiator, like, the driving force behind creating Gladiator was literally Cameron hating Magic Online. Cameron had seemed to have enjoyed what we were doing, did not enjoy playing Magic Online, and was like, well, this something has to be done. Something has to be done. This is horrible. What? Why?
I don't think we should keep this.
Ooh, I'm liking it. Yep. Black Lotus.
Wow. This is great.
Oh, that's a good hand.
I think you put back what? Stomping Ground?
It's our only green source.
That's true.
I think probably Fumarole or Basic Island. I think Fumarol's the actual, well, because like we can keep up if we play Cryptic on 1. Or sorry, we shouldn't. I don't think we should do that. But we could do that. I think you can maybe make an argument for Fumarole, putting it back over Basic Island just so you have
an untapped land.
Yeah, but I think in the long run it's just a lot better to have Fumarole. And
yeah.
Chat, this
Tap
is
land and pass. I
this
think
is
you should play your Black Lotus so it can't be like
oh yeah.
gotten.
All right. Now, Vintage Cube, we already asked that question. But let me ask you this. How does Black Lotus feel? Do you enjoy do you enjoy playing with Black Lotus? Oh. What I'm trying to get at is Kathleen, I'd like to see you play Storm at least one. I think you'd be pretty good at it, to be honest.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to play it on this. But if I can play it on Arena, maybe with real cards at some point.
Oh, fair.
It'll be the slowest game of Storm ever. He's like, all right, Storm count. Sorry, what again? Piss. All right, hold on. I've got a line here.
Oh, let me write that down. Storm count, piss. Very good.
Paper Commander Storm when we all get vaccinated, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, they're playing a Boros Signet. That's interesting.
Yeah, they played this like double spell land, Volcanic Island. I guess Volk Signet's Boros Signet's a weird duck. Ooh.
Oh, perfect.
How do you feel about giant dragons?
I feel pretty good about it. You need to play, a land first, right?
Yeah.
3? Yes. But I was wondering why you didn't lead with the Fumarole, because it came in tapped.
Yeah, I was just holding up on the off chance of getting a very spicy cryptic command out. Because sometimes Vintage Cube, you run into absolute degenerates that are just playing Black Lotus and cards like that, and so you always have to have your cryptic command at the ready.
Right.
Yeah. But there are definitely like one of the reasons why I do like Vintage Cube, but it's kind of just like it's like chocolate, Like I like chocolate. It's not my favorite, but I like chocolate. But the thing is, if I eat a lot of chocolate at once, I don't like chocolate. I get sick. Oh, Jesus.
Yay.
Yowza. Not cool, Chandra. Not cool.
Ouch.
Well, even after we talked all that shit about Baral.
At least he's not. Okay.
We at least get to play the Vascular Dryad.
That's true.
Oh, Magic Online, please.
Oh my God.
Are you familiar with the tendencies of horses?
The tendencies of horses?
Yes, the tendencies of horses. Like,
I mean, I've heard the joke about them.
Oh, I don't think we have time, but just in the sense of like horses are those kind of like they could literally die about being scared, like from being scared.
Oh.
Like horses will have heart attacks because from being too scared or getting like really anxious. It's like when you have a panic attack and you're like, oh my God, it's my heart. And it's not your heart, but for horses, it's actually their heart. What I'm trying to say is that horses will, there's kind of a joke about horses will do anything or think of anything and it'll lead them to death. And wait, hold on. Let me remember where I was going with this point. Where was I going with this? Oh, that's Magic
I don't
Online.
know. You just asked me out of the blue.
Magic Online's a lot like a horse, you know?
It
It's
might have a heart attack if you clap your hands too loud.
exactly. Magic Online's a horse. It's like a horse in the sense of like it.
No.
Magic Online thought about playing a card and it died. Like it crashed. It thought about having to run a game and it crashed. It's not crashing right now. I want to clarify, but oh.
No, if it was crashing, it would be doing all of this much slower.
Instead of the blistering fast pace. Okay, well, I'm going to play out a tracker. And then we get to get a clue. Wowee. Ooh, and we get to sack that clue.
And draw a card. And what will that card be? Something playable.
Oh. I mean, hey, it's playable. It's one of the top.
I should have been more specific.
It's one of the top 5 most played cards in the game, probably.
We got Jamesed.
I think
So-
yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I think my ability to have 0 lands counteracts James' ability to have infinite lands. It's like unstoppable force and immovable object. Is that what that
Right.
is that the analogy? That's the analogy.
So you're riding a huge boulder that says no lands ever, and he's riding a huge boulder that says flooding, etc. And then you two collide, and there's just a pile of rubble, and amongst that is a playable 7.
Just the right amount of lands and just the right amount of not lands.
It's a nice curve. Do you reckon they cancel each other out, or is this like is this a dimension where they amplify each other's effects, and somehow you both never get the creatures you need and never get the lands you need while flooding and not being able to cast anything?
It's definitely closer to that one.
Good. I thought we lived in the stupidest timeline.
It's really just it's a horrible collision. I'm gonna level with you. It's a horrible collision. Speaking of horrible and worst timeline, this is kind of what we're experiencing right now. But that's okay. That's okay.
That we could still I think that in the very worst case scenario, we're done the stream on time.
Worst case scenario, we're punctual.
And that, some people would say that punctualness is a virtue. And those people are impatient. But I think that it's important to know.
Impatient and wrong. Look, at least, whether we win or lose, at the end of the day, we can at least say that we streamed for the right amount of time. We ended on time.
That's right.
We started on time, and we played the appropriate amount of ad breaks. Beej is going to be happy.
Oh, he will.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is the anti-Baral deck. It's got Chandra. It's got mom and dad. The whole family's back together.
I think we're fighting
Got their foster kid, seasoned pyromancer.
We're fighting a theme deck. Sorry, we're getting our ass kicked by a theme deck. I don't understand. We had the Black Lotus. Why didn't we win? Very, very concerned.
All right, now we can keep up cryptic commands. That's cool.
Yeah. Ooh. That's not bad.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, well,
So
yeah, yeah, please.
if we just keep up cryptic command, can we really get them?
Uh, maybe, probably. Yeah, I mean, it's yes.
Can we bring Batterskull back and keep up cryptic command?
No.
Was it 3? No. Oh.
No, that's one mana too much. We could play Consecrated Sphinx, but then we immediately lose it, which is not great. Not great at all. But I think we can maybe finagle a way where we get to Cryptic Command and tap down their board. And, oh, I didn't think this through. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. We put a Wrath effect in our deck, right? I mean, we have Upheaval.
We do.
Yep.
That would be good.
Nothing like a defensive Upheaval. Sword, eh?
Wait, what? They've got a Sword of Fire and Ice.
Yeah, because these are leagues, we're fighting other people. It's all just cross, and they've copied our deck. Clearly, they discovered that they liked everything except for the good parts, like the geese. And, well, that's just on them. But, I mean, we can at least survive this turn.
Yeah, I think so.
And if we draw Upheaval, you know what? Never mind. Let's put a positive spin on this. If we draw Upheaval, it's not a defensive Upheaval. It just lets us reset our Batterskull and hit a land drop.
Yeah.
And if we don't draw Upheaval, then we're just dead. And that's also good. I think.
Like I said, efficient.
You know, people say a lot of things about us. Actually, let me rephrase that. I don't want that to seep into our brains. Nope.
It can never be said we're not efficient.
Beautiful. There we go. Perfect. And here's the Upheaval as well. So, see? Called shot. So, I mean, we're still in this game at least.
I guess we cast that right now. Wow, and that's such value because we don't even have to pay to return Batterskull to our hand. It does it for us.
Yeah, exactly. It's you know, it's dare I say good. Chat, what's going on? Did I miss something? I didn't. Kathleen, did you see anything out of the ordinary? I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. This is all perfectly standard.
Man, I hope we don't get hit with like a counter spell. What could they have? Days? That's what chat's saying.
Yeah, they could have like a daze, like a spell pierce would be pretty uncalled for.
Rude.
Oh, monumentally rude. Monumentally rude.
Right. Now do all that again. Lol, owned.
Haha, you have to replay all your spells.
They don't even count towards dailies because we're not playing arena. Double owned. They're just playing them because you have to.
Haha, you have to redo all of this, and you're doing this because you want to. You decided to do this for enjoyment, not because you felt some kind of obligation to the machine. Oh, they discarded a bunch of good cards. Oh, Day of Judgment. Okay, we dodged a board wipe in their deck that creates a bunch of tokens, which is good.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, there's I'm not really one to tilt over Magic or most things because I'm just detached enough from everything. But one of the few moments of genuine emotion and saltiness was when I had an opponent that played a 1-drop creature, a 2-drop creature, a 3-drop creature. Then they proceeded to wrath the entire board, including their creatures, and then played a gigantic 6-drop planeswalker. I think that's illegal. What is going on? This should also be illegal.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, there we go.
Our fumarole.
My fumarole. Oh. Oh, right on time. I can't believe they hit us with an Avalanche Riders.
All these people have such good decks. It's like kind of.
It's frankly insulting because we have great cards, and together they're still very good. But oh wait, they took okay.
Wait, they've got a interesting mirror match.
They stole our deck.
And somehow made it slightly better.
These were public deck lists, so.
I mean, we were drafting this right on twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun.
They saw the going live notification. Oh, well, that's pretty good. But we could also play this Consecrated Sphinx, which is probably a bit better to do before. We don't have to rush into Oko just yet.
I like that because Consecrated Sphinx also blocks their Batterskull.
They do have a Sword of Fire and Ice in hand, actually. But so they have a Sword of Fire and Ice in hand. This is actually a little interesting. So
what if we play our own Batterskull and just trade Batterskulls?
Yeah, I think I like that. Because if we just play Consecrated Sphinx, we take 8. And then we can technically have some kind of tools. But we're taking 8 or taking 6 and they're killing our elf. I guess they're drawing a card. But we don't need to expose ourselves to this. If we do this, they can Chandra to kill our germ token. Actually, hold up. Man, Magic's a hard game. Kill the germ token. Is that bad? That's pretty bad. Because then we can't do anything about that. I do think... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Something. What if you Oko something?
We could... Actually, what we could do is we can play... I mean, we don't have to play the Gilded Lotus now that I think about it. We can play Oko, make Batterskull thing a creature, and their germ dies. And then Their Batterskull, their Batterskull is just kind of poop soup. They can return it to their hand, but that's a bit of a mana sink, and then we have an Oko in play. I think it's just better to play Oko, actually. Is it? Yeah, I like the Oko play. I enjoy the Oko play. Yes, please use the floating mana Magic Online. Oh, Magic Online, please. There you go. That's a nice Batterskull. It'd be a shame if it turned into something else. Batterskull is green. Okay.
Lorp.
If you say so. I'm not in, yeah, like, well.
Unfair that Oko ticks up when you do that. Like, Christ.
Yeah, Oko. Why? Like, why Oko? Oh. Let me do that. That. Yeah.
All right, so it'd be a 5/5.
It's going to be a 5/5.
I mean, this seems good for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Part of me didn't want to just, I don't know. I have thoughts about Oko as a Magic card. They're a little controversial. Actually, I think the card's pretty good.
Do you turn their sword into an elk?
Oh yeah. they're yeah. I mean, they could throw these 2/3/3s at the, like, now we get to play Consecrated Sphinx.
Yeah.
They can throw the 2/3/3s at the Oko. We can block one of them, and then they can Chandra to kill off the Sphinx if they really want to. But then we can just Oko our Signet to smack the Chandra, which is now at 1 loyalty after all things are said and done. I'm a little scared because they're a white deck, and so there's probably like a Swords to Plowshares or like a Council's Judgment kicking around. But thankfully this is all, kill us with a known card. Let's go. Oh,
that seems good for us.
Or really bad.
Oh no. Okay.
Just because, oh yeah, there we go. Boo earns. Oh well, Oko, you did a good job.
I think he put in good work.
Oh, Oko does, yeah. Say what you want about Oko. Oko does great work. I guess we could have played Batterskull and then made Signet an elk instead of hitting the sword, but like, I kind of want to get that sword. Ooh, that's a pretty good Magic card.
Because you can +2 him. You can discard some cards.
Oh yeah. We can get the Gilded Lotus back later. Unless we can pitch 2 land. How much do we? 4. I think it's probably wise to keep one of these lands. And then pitch Lotus, because we can just get Lotus back. Like, I guess they can hit... not ideal. Well, if they're using their resources to kill off Duretti here, I guess that's fine. Because of the Batterskull. But they might not. They might just go for the face. This is still game 1, by the way, chat.
Oh, I know.
Just a.
We're at 6:49 on our clock.
Oh, actually? Okay. Well, you know what? That's okay because we're at 7:40 on the real clock, and we could turbo through this. But
We can do it.
I
Let's
believe
do
in
it.
us.
I feel like the thing that's making us go the slowest is just Magic Online.
Yeah, that Magic Online will do that. It's not a huge fan of a lot of things. It's a bit of a
Ouch.
yeah. The Chandra killing off that. Oh, if they're going to the dome, that's potentially worrying.
Oh,
I guess we have the glory.
the dome.
It depends on what they're looking to do. They have the Pyromancer in their graveyard. Okay. They can't do Pyromancer now. They can. Yeah, they got the Mom Pop. I think that's the last known card.
Uh-oh.
We need to gain some life.
We are very dead next turn.
Yes. Unless we draw this and that. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can Questing Beast, equip Batterskull to Questing Beast, smash them, gain 8, kill Chandra.
Perfect.
That sounds pretty good.
Questing Beast is a good Magic card.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting. It's one of those cards where I'm not sure how we got to this point in the game where this is something that is fine. And I'm a little confused about it. And that's really just where that thought ends. I don't know why it exists, and I'm wildly confused. But yeah, gaining 16 life is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if only we can give it trample.
It exists to combat Oko.
Should we print this giant nuclear missile of a planeswalker? It might be a little too good. You're right. We'll print a smaller nuke just in case.
Yeah, nuke, a suitcase nuke.
A suitcase, exactly. It'll balance out. The world will be better for them existing. And it'll all balance out. So these are already green. So the sword is a little redundant. We're at 10. I think we can afford to try to find a little bit more.
Sure. Pitch the island and the sword.
Oh, well, that'll do it. But first, some damage. You know, we're 5 minutes on the clock. We're really not in a position where we can afford to do stuff like this. Well, I mean, technically we shouldn't be in a position to doing stuff like this, but that's okay. Okay. 2, 3. And this plays around Mana Leak, eh? Well, sounds good to me. One Ballista. If they have a Lightning Helix, it's kind of annoying. But... or any kind of life gain spell. I think they're just trying to... yeah, they're trying to just mom and pop Thopter shop the Walking Ballista. Is there any reason for them to do that? I guess we could technically have put another counter on the Ballista before throwing a thing, but that's okay. Hey, Hey, 2 games.
Hey, all right. Deck's perfect.
I'm gonna switch Scavenging Ooze for the Tangle Wire just because them having all these sideboard cards or all these tokens makes this card really bad. Now, should we go out honorably with Bolus's Citadel or just jam as is? How are you? Just jam as. Okay.
I'm gonna be able to make bedtime. I'm gonna be a hero.
Ooh. I mean, I think I mulligan this. Because if we mulligan, we're going to hit Black Lotus.
Sure. I don't care. We've got 4 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock.
Oh, easy. All right. 4 minutes and 23 seconds?
4:20 make plays every day.
Kind of them to give us the extra 3 minutes.
Just think this deck is now 2-2.
This deck is just proof that, you know, all it takes is heart and soul and a Black Lotus. Well, that's a good memoir title. What the hell is that? Other than rude. Oh, yes. Ooh, we're on our way to Cryptic Command.
I'm proud of us.
I think we should be proud of ourselves. Honestly, it's a good deck. This was a good stream. This was a lot of fun. We've won games. We won a match effectively. We won a match in that it was an actual factual match. But sorry, I got distracted.
We won a match because we demoralized our opponent into conceding.
I know, wasn't it great? We didn't set out to demoralize them, right? We weren't scheming to be big jerks. We just had a goose with a sword. Go ahead.
It's so, I don't know. If you got hit by a goose until you got beat up, wouldn't you just want to quit and walk away? You lost a fight to something with like a brain that's basically like a knot in a nerve.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, a goose with a sword. A goose in general is kind of frightening. But a goose with a sword, that's like that one tough person that says like, I don't want any trouble. Like when if someone says I don't want any trouble, that should stop any and all idea of a fight happening because they will kick your ass.
Yeah.
And that's a goose. And I was going to ask, I mean, if you woke up and you look in you went to the window and you looked into your backyard, what the fuck? Rude. Sorry. And you look into your backyard and there's a large goose with a sword. You just draw the curtains and go back to bed. Like, you're not going to, you don't fight that goose, right?
No, I think I draw the curtains and I call animal control.
Oh, smart.
Because clearly some sort of psychopathic goose is on the loose. And it's got a vendetta against me. And that just seems like something somebody with a taser or a net needs to deal with.
Hi, yes, animal control. One of you needs to get down here. This is a job that calls for someone with a taser or a net. Ooh. All right, well.
Speaking of a naughty goose.
Okay. 1, 2. Oh, this goose is surviving. I think that was a rash disenchant. They should have prepared themselves for this goose.
Oh, goose is on the loose. This is how we won our other game.
Yeah. Oh, now it's the goose doing the cooking. I'm going to completely ignore all the white removal that they have in their deck and hope it works out.
Don't think about that. Think happy
No. Wow.
Wow. Oh. Well, hey, they left our goose. Mistake.
Big mistake on their part. Is that they left us with a goose. And you know what this goose would look good holding? Batterskull. Or okay, you go first. Exactly. A batter of flour.
The other. Oh wait, you were talking about the other 5-drop artifact in our deck.
I bet the goose would have a beautiful gilded lotus on the dash though. While it's the dash of the batter skull, which is my favorite Arthur Conan Doyle book. Sherlock Holmes and the dash of the batter skull.
I mean, goose does block those thopters.
They're cooking our goose, and I don't like it. 1 questing beast, please. Okay, well, that's also good. I'm going to eat your thing. I'm going to eat my goose. I'm going to eat my elf. I'm going to eat the dryad. And then I'm going to fall asleep because I ate too much. Ooh, the heads up play, and by that I mean it's really cool, is they throw a Thopter at their Pia and Kieran Nalaar, and then it dies, which they then get to bring back with the Elspeth who conquers death. So then you get a ripped mom and pop Thopter shop. But they chose cowardice. Oh, actually, saving the food's probably correct. We haven't drawn Urza yet.
Oh, he's not shown up at all.
Yeah, and I'm kind of... Oh. No. They lit the ooze on fire. But now they're down to 1 bird and 1 alive person and 1 dead... Wait, oh, they threw the signet. Oh, they kept their birds. Okay, well. Right on time. I guess we could sandbag this if they had Chandra, but I'm going to choose violence. Also, we have 2 minutes on the clock. So, sorry. You know what? I'm not going to mention the time. I'm not going to mention the time at all. Don't.
This is game 3. We're good.
Oh yeah. I mean, in fact, this is great because what the heck?
Oh, see, we're definitely not. We got plenty of time.
We have, I mean, we only had, like, the worst case scenario, we have 2 minutes is the max that we have to play Magic. Ooh, Sylvan Library. Actually, we might crawl out of it yet. Come on. We got 6 life off this food. Ooh. Oh, not these jerks.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to eat some food.
Yum, yum, yum. Sad chewing noises. Yum, yum.
Sad chewing noises and secret eating. Okay, good cards only. Okay, thank you for listening. I'm going to put that back, but I'm going to keep that. 3. Oh, let's tap properly. You there, Consecrated Sphinx. You there, Oko. Yeah, you can be a 3/3.
Why not 3/3 their O-rings so you get Questing Beast back?
Oko can only hit Oko can only hit artifacts and creatures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, he was banned before I could really play with him.
I get that. I opened a pack of Eldraine on Arena somewhat recently, like it was a reward for a quest or like the whatever kind of scale they have for leveling up. And you're attacking me. Okay, so you have a Chandra. I'm not gonna block. What are you, nuts? I opened it expecting to just get gems because I'm like, I think I own 4 of every card in this set. Like, there's nothing you can give me. And I opened an Oko. And I think the card got banned before I crafted multiple copies. a pretty good card. Okay. I'm going to Turbo Town through this.
That seems fair. Urza's finally showed up.
Hey, it's Urza. Oh.
Oh, those.
I guess we need to crack a clue at some point. I'm going to use my mana in a way that is not going to be optimal, chat. So I'm just letting you know now to avoid any kind of... You could just tap the clue token for mana with Urza. It's like, yeah, I guess, but... Also, no. Yes, but also no.
So what's the line here? I mean, like, I feel like you do a huge swing next turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking to rumble in the jungle. I'm just going to throw everything I have at them. And hopefully it kills something. Ideally them.
Hmm.
I'm even going to say no to my Sylvan Library.
Just to save time.
Oh, just to save time.
I'm proud of you. That's real control.
It's not easy. I'm not going to stand here and pretend like it doesn't take some time off my life. Colgan's command.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Never mind. I have to library. Ooh, a Black Lotus. I already played the wrong land. That's fine. We got it. Yeah, we're just in it to kill them. I'm going to attack them with this Black Lotus. Is really what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'll say yes to this. But then I'm not a monster.
No. All right, 16 seconds left.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to distract you.
Oh, no, please go ahead. It genuinely is not a distraction.
All right, I'm going to talk and you can just, play magic. So I feel like I'm actually fairly confident that you can win this game in 14 seconds.
Thank you. Same also. Oh, no, not if I misclick. Make the Lotus a thing.
Get in there.
Oh, no! I misclicked. It was
No.
Yeah, because I accidentally clicked on my food token too quickly and it made it a thing.
Oh.
No, and then my monitor died.
We got there.
Yeah.
I feel like you won in spirit, even if you lost in reality. That was at a heart. That was a 2-1.
That was certainly a moral victory. Sorry, my monitor genuinely unplugged due to excitement. That was certainly a moral victory. And I feel like we did the best that we could. And you know what? Honestly, our best was, dare I say, good enough. It was good. I had fun.
Me too.
Great.
We should thank some subs.
We absolutely should. Now, there's a scrolling effect for this, correct? There's
I don't.
There used to be.
Can you make that happen?
I don't think I can. I think we need a pause. So how about we turbo through some subs the old-fashioned way?
Let's go to lurbot.com.
Ooh, right there. I have the first person that we need to thank. as a wild trans girl appeared back for the 53rd month. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Good to see you. Thank you.
Oh, I'm still scrolling to get there.
That's
Oh,
okay.
and hey, but what about Macintoes just subscribed? Thanks to Like a Goat. Thanks, Like a Goat. Enjoy Macintoes.
I mean, we didn't even consider Dr. Shandor being back for the 54th month. That's a lot. Thank you. Welcome back.
Oh my God, that's as impressive as PD Von who subscribed for 5 months. My goodness, thank you. Welcome back.
It started to. I think first pick Star Knight 42 for 46 whole months was the correct decision. I think we did that very well.
I think the draft started to fall apart when we didn't pick up that Goon Bill. But that's okay. 19 months.
I mean, Goblin Guide Dog was there for 4 months, and, Red's always open. Should have picked it. Missed it.
Yeah. But that's okay. Shuggy Plays told us what to do, and we ignored him.
And Tauron ignored completely. So, force mono white. No. That's it. That's the bit.
Well, if we had done that, it would have been true boredom for 9 months.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of chat would have frowns on their faces. Frown.
It's fruin.
Fruin. Oh, shit. Fruin. I fruined the joke.
Oh. Got there. Divides by 0 thinks we did an okay job. Thank you for that affirmation. 16 months.
Bo Brinkman is back for the 14th month, and it picked me up by mentioning Team Oingo Boingo. Thank you, and hell yes.
Banderbear 91 has never heard the dulcet tones of Oingo Boingo, but that hasn't stopped them from being a 37-month subscriber.
It's funny you mentioned that. Jura the Druid actually wrote 24 months worth of novels on the life and times of Danny Elfman. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. The Kraken 19 once saw Danny Elfman's daughter Jenna Elfman at a froyo hut in Los Angeles.
Now, cannons, as cannons are an instrument, I will ask: is this? Did you see Danny Elfman's daughter at a froyo hut in Los Angeles for 66 months? No.
I am so bad at knowing improv. Christ. No, I made that up. I have never seen Jenna Elfman in real life. It's my greatest shame. Just like Furvius, not also seen Jenna Elfman.
I once saw Jenna Elfman, and I said, "Hey, wow, I'm a big fan. Nice to meet you." And she said I was stupid for games, and then left. And I haven't seen her for 9 months.
Wow. Do you know who's met Jenna Elfman who didn't get the deep brush off? That was Dix. They bonded over their appreciation for Mango Swirl, I guess, if this is this fictional froyo hut in Los Angeles.
Now, to be clear, Shivam told me that the froyo hut exists, but it doesn't actually the froyo inside is fake. So the hut's there. The soft is not. I'm just going to call it the soft. I don't. Please.
But you know what is there? It's Gettisty's family recipe of oat slush. Cold oat slush is what they serve because it's Los Angeles. So there's no sugar and no dairy. But it sure is vegan.
Welcome to Los Angeles, where the oat slush is endless. 109 for 6 months. Thank you.
Oko the Broco, also a big fan of oat slush.
Domomaru was gifted some oat slush. Thank you to Like a Goat slush.
Master Shake 29X has been actually using that oat slush in his protein smoothies, and there's protein smoothies, and I'm not really seeing the advantage, but 67 months, that's a long time to try.
For my secret eating, I like to eat oat slush. And for my secret owl, I like to subscribe to the channel. New, welcome. Glad to have you. Hi.
Wow. You know who else we're glad to have? Lion's Eye Diamond, who's been here for 86 months.
Every day I think about Lion's Eye Diamond, and then I immediately think of something else, like Sonic Wolf for 83 months. Welcome back.
Oh my goodness. Do you know what I think of? You know what I do when I think of Sonic Wolf?
Yeah, what happens?
I chartle.
Oh.
To myself.
You know what happens to me when I chartle?
What?
Well, I chartle because I couldn't pick a username for 52 whole months.
Just stick a John in wherever.
I tried, but it's a crazy ginder, I tell you. 22, holy smokes, for 40 months.
Oh, have you been down to Nikon? They might have what you need.
I think that's a bit of a sheer fallacy there. If we talk about 5 gifted subs. Wow, this is a dog shit segue. My apologies.
Hey, Knick-Knack Snackery. God, I could be doing some snackery after the stream. What do you think?
That was it. Well, my food got stolen or not delivered, so I need to do some complainery before snackery. But thankfully, I can just chew on a fluffy noof.
Oh.
Wait, that's a dog. Never mind.
Wow, that actually turn 1 vampire Nighthawk thinks that you should need a dog.
Fine. It's turn 1 Nighthawk's about the same as a turn 1 Goose, or my favorite magic card, turn 1 Fire Summoner.
Oh. And for that, Coreflux has cheered 100 bits to say, good job, both of you, getting through those sub-reads.
Hey, we did it! And it was so good! Yeah! Pat on the back, especially because we remembered to mention patreon.com/loadingreadyrun being a reason that we could do this. Is because all y'all support us through there. And of course, the fine folks at cardkingdom.com for using code LRR, asking for button, please. I mean, we remembered all that. Got it fine and dandy, not unlike nuts and candy. Hey, Kathleen, what do you say we wrap it up and go find our own oat slushes?
That sounds great. If you like what you saw, don't forget to smash follow on this channel and you'll be notified every time we go live. I think we have some stuff coming up tomorrow on our schedule. There's a little handy schedule thing underneath.
Oh.
Somewhere. There's a handy schedule somewhere on our Twitch page. Now I'm desperate to find it.
Well, there's also one at loadingreadyrun.com/live. That has a schedule for all the things in the next upcoming week as well.
Perfect. So everybody go check that out to see more of our things. Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.